Chapatis, chapatis, chapatis. So you have watched 1001 YouTube videos and you can't still make your perfect chapati. Worry no more, because this is the last time you are ever going to watch a chapati recipe in regard to making soft layered chapati with perfect circles. My good name is Sharon Shagiru and this is Cooking with Shani, and today with me I have a masterclass chapati recipe. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in once more, and if you're watching me for the first time, I'm very sure after this video you are going to subscribe to this channel. So welcome, have your notebook with you and please carry your appetite along. Let us cook. And so friends, for my chapati I only need 4 ingredients, and that is 3.5 cups of flour. And for this flour I'm dividing it into 2 parts. One bowl has 2.5 cups of flour and the other bowl has 1 cup of flour. I also need some cooking oil, not cowboy, listen to me, cooking oil. I also need 2 cups of water and I need a half a teaspoon of salt. I will start by adding my half a teaspoon of salt into my cooking pot, and then I will add my 2 cups of water and I will mix everything. Once everything is mixed up like that, I'm going to add to this water 8 tablespoons of my cooking oil. Once I've added my 8 tablespoons of cooking oil to this water, I will heat this water up until a point whereby I can see bubbles forming on the surface of my cooking pot. And that is the time when this water will be ready for kneading our dough. I need you to observe with me. As you can see, small bubbles are forming on the surface of my cooking pot. And once you see this is the right temperature to just turn off our cooking source of heat and start kneading our dough. Just to give a disclaimer, this water is usually hotter than what you can handle with your hands. So I encourage everyone to use cooking stick when mixing your flour with your water. Once you do this, you will have passed the exam for soft chapati. And if you want my results, please stick to my method. Try something else and you'll get a very disastrous outcome as usual. So I'm going to mix this, the water and the flour, until I have a consistency that I can now handle with my hands. So come with me. At this point, I am starting to use the 1 cup of flour that I had set aside, and shortly I will be beginning to use my hands. As you can see, I was left with very little water, and if you are making any stew, you can add this to your stew. I also forgot to say, some people have taste buds that love more salt, so if you want more salt in your chapati, you can just add. So at this point, I'm going to start mixing with my hands. You need to mix your dough in such a way that when you go in with your fists, you don't have any dough sticking on your hands. This is how you know that your dough is ready. Another method to know that your dough is ready is when you try to squeeze your dough inwards, it rises by itself. So at this point, I'm just going to lift off my dough from my bowl, and I am going to use a pastry brush to just apply some oil on my bowl so that my dough is not sticking on the sides. We are going to rest this for about 45 minutes to further soften our dough. So by doing this, I'm going to take back my dough to my bowl, and I'll also have some oil on top of my dough before I begin covering my dough to rest for 45 minutes. After that, I'm just going to go over this with my kitchen towel, and I will cover this for 45 minutes. So see you after 45 minutes. So 45 minutes after resting my dough, this is what I have. Very soft, super soft actually. So I'm just going to give this another knead to take out any gases that may have formed in our dough. I'm then going to have this on my rolling surface. I will try to flatten it so well. This can give you 8 to 10 chapatis depending on the size of chapati that you want. So I'll just use my cutter to divide my dough into 8 equal pieces. I prefer having 8 chapatis with this dough. I have shaped my cut pieces into equal sized round balls, and now I'm going to roll out each ball and apply oil. At this moment, the shapes really don't matter. This process and this step is what is going to give us layered chapatis. The first kneading process was to give us the soft chapatis, and now this is what is going to give us the layered chapati. Just remember to add your flour. Ensure your surface has as much flour as possible. Once the shape is rolled out like that, just take your pastry brush and apply your oil on the surface of the chapati. If you don't have a pastry brush, you can as well use a spoon. Once you do this, you're just going to roll your chapati like that and try to elongate it a bit. Then try to hit it on the surface that you're using to roll so that it cannot unfold. Then ensure you are tucking it in that way. And move to the next one. And now to our final piece, we are going to roll it out like we have been doing for other pieces and apply the oil. So friends, it's about time we begin cooking our chapatis. I am already heating my pan on very low heat. So for good chapatis, please invest in this very dark and heavy pan. Don't use your non-stick pans to prepare chapati if you want them evenly cooked. You can also have the aluminium pan. It's equally good. And on the other hand, I have where I'll be storing my chapatis. So I just have a plate, and over this plate I have just spread an aluminium sheet, and then I have just folded it into two like that. So I will be putting here my chapati and folding this back. This can keep chapatis hot for a very long time. So let's start rolling our dough and frying one by one. Remember to keep your heat to a minimum during preparation of chapati. Right away, I want to teach you how to roll your dough like a pro and get a perfect round shape. So you need to make your surface as floury as possible, if that is a word. So you start by just rolling it firmly. You ensure you roll your chapati from the inward to the outward. Don't press the outer surfaces. Once you get a good oval like that, you should be able to lift your chapati and turn it that way and roll the other side. So occasionally keep lifting your chapati and rolling, lifting your chapati and rolling. You will most likely get a square shape, a rectangle shape, or a square shape, and I'm going to show you how we just convert it into a perfect circle. So keep lifting your chapati like that and rolling and rolling. So for any point that you see you are having a dent, like this point and this point, just use your sharp corner to just push the chapati to get a good circle at that place. So that's how we just do it. So if you want to stretch your edges, you just use the corner of your rolling pin and you start getting a perfect circle like I am doing. It's no magic, it's just that simple. Any edge you see it's not giving you a good curve, just use your edge to push against this, and sooner or later you will just realize you have a very good and perfect circle. Yeah, that way. So time to have my first chapati on my pan. You let it rest for about 30 seconds before starting to turn it. Not 30 seconds, I mean 5 seconds before you start turning it this way. And you will only flip it over once you see it's translucent. Meanwhile, we are doing another chapati roll. So you really have to be simultaneous here. Two things really have to happen at the same time. So we make our oval and we make another oval across. At this moment, we just keep turning our chapati, and I will have my spatula with me to check. I'm now making perfect circles. And this should be ready to flip over. So I will just flip it over that way. And use my pastry brush to apply my oil. As you can see, my chapati is cooking very nicely. At this point, you can decide to use now medium heat. Switch it from low to medium if you think your chapatis are cooking very slow. But if you realize your heat is also so high, take it back to low. So during cooking chapati, we just alternate our heat from low to medium. We never use high heats because our pan also tends to retain a lot of heat. So at this point, I'm going to turn my chapati, and I will also oil the other side. I mean, just look at this. I don't know if you can see the layers from this cooking. I can see my layers, beautifully made. You can see the layers, you can see them. Amazing, amazing. And I think at this point, my first chapati is ready. And I'm just going to store it in my aluminum foil. Then I will have my second guest over there. And at this point, I am preparing my pan. Remember to use as much flour as possible to roll your chapatis. It's about 5 seconds. So you start turning your chapati like that. And you also start checking if the other side is brown well. Time to turn this and apply our oil. And finally, on to my last piece. See how it's getting translucent. I want to cook this one with you. So we will be patient until our surface is translucent. We can also check how our other side is looking like. And I see it's browning just how I want. And I'm having a good circle. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this and let the other side brown as well. As usual, oil with my pastry brush. Checking the other side. You have to keep rotating your chapati on your pan so that you don't have burnt chapatis. Yeah. As you can see, mine are browning so evenly. So I'm just going to turn this and also oil this other side. Can you see the layers? Can you see they are separating themselves? Yeah, can you just see? I choose to show you this for free. Look at my layers. Yeah, I'm going to turn my chapati. I mean, just look at my layer. Look at my layers. They are forming as I cook. Yeah, and the chapati is so brown, it is so soft, and it has a perfect circle. I mean, this is everyone's dream chapati. And the only gift you can give me for teaching you this is subscribing to my channel and asking your friends to subscribe and sharing this material to as many friends as possible, so that no other person will have such trouble in the kitchen again. So I'm going to put my chapati where the other chapatis are, and I will turn off my heat. And this is the end of our story. So these are my chapatis. These are my chapatis, friends. I mean, the layers are speaking for themselves. This chapati is too hot. I really don't want to burn my hands, but you can all see for yourselves. Let it just cool a bit, then I will start tearing it piece by piece. Just observe the layers. I mean, just observe the layers. Yeah, just look at this. This chapati is so hot. Oh my god, it's burning my hands. But as soon as it cools a bit, I'm going to show you how the layers are forming so beautifully. And again, the purpose of the foil is to ensure your chapatis are as soft as possible. It further softens your chapati. But if you're not ready to use them now, you just let them this way. Just lock them this way and you store them. This can be hot to up to 8 to 10 hours. So as I promised you, friends, I promised to show you how my chapati is tearing. I mean, look at this. All these are layers. Look at layers. Layers, here we come. I mean, look at this. Who does not want to eat this? Yeah, look at this. I have to show you this so that you believe layers are a reality. It is not a lie. It is not a scam. It is not for specific people. You can also make this. So ladies and gentlemen, this is presentation time. My chapatis are ready to be feasted on. A lot of lessons taught today, a lot of new things learned today. I definitely know you've learned something new. And as I just earlier requested, the best gift you can give me for learning how to make good chapati on my channel is subscribing to this channel. So please do leave a subscription, leave a like, leave a comment, and most of all, go and try this out. See you in my next video. Bye.